And we're live. We're live. Hopefully the final Cave Bear episode. It's a Saturday again, a week removed from the great race, which I'm happy to inform everybody there will be a great race too, of course. More details on that coming soon, because someone can't take a loss. And we'll see. We'll see if anybody gets here. I doubt it. It's a Saturday. It's nice. It's getting to be springtime. People are out trying to get weird hairs floating around everywhere. How is everybody? Let's see if anyone shows up today. Let's get into it. I am almost done. So I did go ahead and sculpt. I'm going to flip this around. I primered the sculpt that I did. I'm not entirely super happy with it, but I think it does the job of what I wanted to do. So let's get over to the bench real quick. So here's what it looks like primed. Let's wait for the camera to catch up again for some weird reason. Where are you, camera? Why are you doing this to me again? There we go. So I sculpted it like this. This is what it with it primed. I think color. Hey, Bill from Orlando. Shouldn't you have better things to do than watch this? So I'm gonna paint this today, and I made another little baggie to go with it that'll kind of be sprinkled in there. Oh, I gotta get the hairspray. I'm probably gonna need that again, but we'll see. Oh, you're resting. Long night. I'm telling you that video of you sitting there with waiting for a churro or getting a churro is pretty ridiculous. So that's where we're at. Gonna paint this, glue it in place, do a little more maybe just on the bear, but for the most part, I just want to get this painted. And I don't know, again, the images. Let's go back to image. The rainbow straps are gonna be a nightmare. And I think I'm just gonna kind of fake them. I don't know. It's gonna not be fun. So that's where we are. Let's see if we can get that done. And let me go grab the hairspray now before I forget and have to get it later. Which I need to find my hairspray. It's over here. Oh no, it's right there. I already had it. We're good. Okay. Forgot I had the one on the floor. 5 to 1. Oh boy. Party. So I figured in tackling this, I'm going to paint the red first, I think. And I'm going to start with... So the bag is kind of like that, kind of just bright red. I'm going to just do a base of maybe burgundy first and use that as my shade kind of. So start with burgundy. And try and keep it off the yellow parts. And I'm not using wet palette today. I'm just trying to knock this out. So where are my glasses? Right here. And here we go. Gonna keep it simple, not using fancy brushes, not really too concerned yet. So let's start with the bottom. And I'm going to try and avoid the straps, and I'm just going straight out of the bottom. Let's zoom the camera a little bit. It's a little easier. So just starting with the burgundy, this may be a mistake, but I think it's going to just kind of help solidify everything. And I primed it zenithal just to see if I like the way it looked. It's pretty much why. And I'm not really going to worry about the bottom. because you're not going to see it. I'm sure, Bill, I'm sure they will all love that, listening to your background crazy noise wherever you are while they're trying to talk. I'm sure that'd be a great idea. So what have you seen so far that you like? What's going on? Something special going on down there? And I'm using the messed up bristles on this brush to kind of get under where I need to get. Why are we not focusing today? Last night was the last Joe Bob from the series finale. Not too happy about that. Doing the rainbows are not going to be good. It's not really free. You paid for it, so right? As part of a package, or is it just a reward system? We'll say hello to Tracy. Hope you guys have fun. Maybe I should paint the bottom. I don't know. Might as well. I'm here, right? This we need to do there, and this needs to go. It's going to help make the other red, because just using... Hey, Paul. So then, yeah, you paid for the... So this red will provide a base. If I was just going to do the straight red onto the thing, it would have taken a lot of coats. So I'm hoping that this just kind of base coats it good enough for me. Do the ends. Yeah, voice to text usually never works right. What's everybody doing? Not when I glue it down. You can't turn it over. I'll paint it. And I might use hot glue for that. I don't know the best way to glue this actually. Okay. All right, there's the bag. Base coat red. Well, burgundy. Have fun, Bill. All right, let's give the red a shake. Yeah, I started the stream weird, so I had to start it over. Go back and delete that one. So let's see. This is the red. I kind of want the bag. So let's mix some of this together. So we got, man, that doesn't even read as red on the screen. It looks orange. What's up with the colors? Camera? Man, that is weird. This looks, I wonder if it's because of this. That is not that color at all on camera. This is pure red and it looks orange on camera. What the heck? Wait. Look at that. Hold up. What? How do I fix that? That's red. And it's orange. What the hell? Wait, let's see something. That still looks... What the hell? Cameras. Yeah, it's looking orange. What the heck? How do I mess with... No, it's Pyro red. Look. Just... It's showing up as orange when I have the... That's so dumb. It's a camera setting somewhere, I'm sure. To go and change the color temperature or something. And it's only... I mean, that looks red there-ish. What's everybody working on? Anybody, Paul? What are you working on? If you're still there. Going to hibachi tonight. That's going to be fun. I love some good hibachi. Hammer Mummy, nice. Did Jeff get a lot of creature orders? Thing looks pretty cool. Too many. Yeah, some reds, I mean, they look orange. Like, it's a camera thing because literally my eyes looking at it, it looks red. When I look up at the camera, it looks orange. And I don't, actually, let me see if I can mess with that right now. You're going to, everyone's going to hate me. Where's the camera? Where's my camera? Nope. Project Cam. Properties. Configure video. Brightness, hue. Let me mess with the hue slider. It was at 50. But that pinkifies everything if I go down. Back at 50, it looks orange. Maybe there? 2 steps lower makes it look more red. Let me hit apply. Hit okay. I don't know if this will stay. That looks a lot closer, actually. Yeah. It was at 50%. I had to knock it down to 48. It looks a little more red. What's it look like here? Yeah, see, it still looks orange. That's weird. That's so weird. Got to turn off my phone. Yeah, it looks red now. What the heck? 2 steps down. Wait, let's check this cam. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Have to check, make sure. Yeah, red. Okay. Weird. All right, we gotta do the ends. It just must be that the camera can't compensate with this much orange. See, I love color theory like this. It just can't compensate with that much orange around the red. But that's weird that the burgundy shows up totally fine. It's so strange. A server? I'm lost. Wish there was a better way to hold this. There really isn't. So I don't know what you're trying to say. I'm trying to read and paint at the same time, and it says I'm not policing. Did you mean needs at least 7? Is that what you meant? What? I'm lost. I think I missed a chat message somewhere. Oh, on the base? Nah. Too much work. Keep it simple. The people ran away. He ate people before he got here, and these people ran away. Sometimes less is more. Okay, done. Should probably do the wash next on there. So let me try this. Yeah, I saw the unrated version. Yeah, I saw it in case it didn't cut off. Then we're going to give this some Cardboard Crimson Wash, I think. All right, going to do the wash of this. Get some of those folds. Do the highlights later. Meth Bear. Nice. Is the soundtrack good? Like, do you have is it a soundtrack or a score? Like, is it originals, like just score, like orchestra music, or is it music that's in the movie? Like real bands? I can't remember. Is it a good soundtrack? I can't remember the music. And just a warning, anyone going on Discord, Bill already said he might be going live from the theme park, so you might not want to go on Discord. All right, I'm going to do the highlights after the yellow, I think. So let's see. Hair dryer back on. And I did some research on YouTube comments disappearing. It may be a result of if you have an ad blocker running in the background can sometimes cause the chat to disappear. I was reading. So you have to have all your browsers updated, have everything updated, like everything updated, and not have ad blocker running. But I have ad blocker running on some things. So like some browsers that have it built in might work, but if you have like a weird ad blocker, it might interfere and delete messages and not allow you to post chat at all. So that's what Joel Hiles having a problem with. It doesn't delete his messages. It won't let him post messages at all. And it could be an ad blocker. So we have to do some tests here shortly. All right, yellow. So I should have done the whole thing in magenta first. I'll have to check out that Cocaine Bear soundtrack. That sounds cool. Just gonna do warm yellow. Yellow, the what was that? The bane of every mother's existence. I just want to raise this up on something. Let's do this. A little easier to see. Okay. Yellow. Yellow. Now, should I have done... How well is this going to coat? Not too bad, actually. Not too shabby, boys. Quote the Mr. Peanut. Not too shabby, boys. In the inner part of the bag, I'm just going to, I'm going to be pouring a bunch of the baking soda in there. This does look rather vaginal. That's a word. It's a pretty good yellow. Its coverage is decent. Focusing in the right place? Not really. I don't know why it's not focusing. Scotty, where are you? Are you traveling or are you back home? Of course. Wiped off easy enough. You heading out somewhere far, or are you just more rugby stuff? All right. Yellow looks decent. Now, the handles. They will be highlighted here in a second, but the handles, look at the picture again. Ugh. Handles. How do I want to do this? There's like a yellow. Ugh, it goes red on the inner blue. I think I'm going to paint all the handle yellow and then do colors over the yellow. There's no way I'm going to be able to fit all those colors on there. It's going to be more just the idea that it's an actual rainbow. Because I don't know how you would even, I don't know. Let me, just paint all this yellow. No, this isn't going to work. Yellow. This yellow cover is pretty good, actually, to be honest. I'm going to do the handles yellow all the way first. Oh, cool. This raising this up on the jar actually works pretty good. And spinning it. You need to make something like this on ball bearings. That's a little taller. Actually, that's the perfect height almost. I could put it on a miniature thing, but this helps keep the shakes at bay. Actually, I'll flip it. There's where the coverage starts to fail a little bit, is on the darker. Could be worse. Seen worse. Okay. All right. So real quick, gonna paint, like I'm gonna make a really dark red here. Oh, straps. I'm gonna take this dark burgundy. And I'm gonna do the inside. So dark like, and again, this is probably not because this doesn't look red. It looks very brown, but that's okay. And I'm gonna put this kind of here. And again, this has not been planned. I'm just doing this time roll. See you, Scotty. Thanks for stopping in. I'm just kind of doing this as I go. So you're just with me on the ride. All right. So now go back with some of this yellow. I don't know if I even attempt to do the zipper or just kind of, oops. Of course, just mess that all up. Gotta dry that fast. Kind of gonna wet blend this. I wish the handles were just yellow. It would have made everything so much easier. Let's go back with the yellow. Why is it still wet? Oh, my brush is still good. The hairdryer would have dried more of that by now. And that's the part the bear's gonna have torn into, so it doesn't, and it's gonna be mostly covered. So I kind of want it to look damaged and dirty a little bit. So first up, I'm going to shrink this a little bit and put it in the corner. Actually, I want to crop it. So you constantly have it up there. Okay, so the red is on the inside. So the red on the straps is on the inside, orange, yellow. So let's just take the red that I've already been using. Oops. I forgot that I had put stuff on. Okay. All right. Really nice pointy brush. Going to paint the edges red. It almost would be better if I wet blended this. I'm thinking. This sucks. I'm not gonna lie. I was fearing this part, and this I don't think is gonna look as good as I hope. Hopefully I'm wrong. I'm gonna make that. That doesn't look terrible, but I don't know. So this then here. And I'll clean that edge up with some washes later. There's no way in hell I'm going to get perfectly straight lines, and there's no way I'm masking this to try and get perfection. There's no way. I don't want to do that. I don't have it in me. Okay. So now let's mix some yellow and some of that red. I'm gonna use a different brush to mix the. Okay, let's try this. Red, some yellow, not orange enough. Let's mix this there. I did both. So I'm gonna take some more of this, put it in here. All right. Next, orange. So I'm going to take some orange. And I'm using this to kind of balance. I'm going to put some orange next to that. Nope, just went over the whole thing. Great. I think you could almost get away with just then throwing blue or something on the other side. And your eye might just rainbow it together. That's almost what I'm thinking. Instead of trying to do the whole rainbow. Yeah, no kidding, Jamie. I don't know how this is gonna. Oh, this sucks. Paint rainbow handles. It'll be fun, they said. Let's do that. It's not awful. All right, I gotta go back with straight yellow. Clean that up a little bit. And then green, blue, violet. Which I don't think is gonna happen. Hey, Diabolic. There's no party you're late to. Trust me. I don't even think. I think it's just you and Jamie here. Maybe I don't even know. I'm too focused. I haven't been able to really check. That looks okay, I guess. It's not awful so far. Like this needs. I'm gonna tape that down. Actually, no, because then you can't spin it. Okay. Okay. Let's try that. Just, I know it's not done. I'll probably have to go back touch some of those colors. What am I grabbing? I need a holster. Maybe I'll do the opposite. Maybe I'll start, you know what? I'm going to do purple and then blue. Well, maybe I'll do purple just on the one side. Let's see. And kind of work my way backwards. Let's try that. See how that works. I'm going to keep the purples. So I'm just using straight purple from Pearl Krill. And I hope the color looks good because I've been having camera color issues. It's a good test to see if your colors are set up right on your camera. All right, purple. I'm going to do the edge purple. Or violet, which is more appropriate and technically correct. Just got somewhere I didn't want it. I did not. I know Scott did. I did not. I ordered the Clash of the Titans bust. And that's where my money went. And then I got 2 Cult TV Man pre-orders came in, the Wolfman and the Gamma Legion monster. So that ate up all my money for kits this month. And I'm not sure if I will or not. It's pretty good. Scott loves it. I think Paul might still be here. We'll see. I don't know. I think it's good. There's a design decision, again, I don't like. Me and Jeff hates me, I'm sure. I don't like that there's water in the back because it doesn't make sense. But it's a great creature. Like, it's a great idea, and it looks really cool. It'll be on my list, I think, towards the bottom of my list. Because if they keep coming out with the Clash of the Titans stuff, I'd rather have that than the Universal Monsters, I think. Not Clash of the Titans. Sinbad. Why am I saying Clash of the Titans? Sinbad. So I did order the Sinbad bust of the bad guy. I want those. All right. I don't like how chunky this looks. There's no way I'm going to be able to freehand this. Did you order it? Paul said he got a ton of orders, which is great. And it's something that I'm surprised hasn't been done before, so it's a great idea. Let me get the dark. I have to get the burgundy out again. Ooh. This camera? What's it look like here? Yeah, the Kura. I don't know what to say. Kura. And that Legion kit is what I think I'm the most excited for from X Plus, because I always wanted that to go with my Gamera too, but the Kyoto one was so expensive because it's such a big monster. And I'm glad they kind of scaled this down a bit so they could make it. It still was pretty expensive, but it goes perfectly with the one they just did. So it'll be a cool little set. All right, let's try some blue. We need a straight blue. This is the good thing about Pearl Krill is they just have normal names for their colors. So you're not searching for through all your blues that say like Vulcan Blood Blue or Wizard Blue. It just says blue. So that's your basic blue, which I don't know if I've ever even used. Nope. Opening it for the first time. My cooler is on the way. I was told I have casting number 1. Yay. Whoopee! All right, blue. Let's see. Getting paint all over me. Prince Kura. Nope, not this brush. Not my good brush. This one I'm going to need to be this is tough. It's almost like I'm going to have to go for the impression of a rainbow rather than an actual rainbow because there's no way I have it in me. Which kind of works. Your eye kind of makes it into that, what it should be, but I don't know. I'm not going for gold level paint job at all. And under here, you're not even going to see this in the long run. It looks rainbow-y-ish. I've invented a new word. Rainbow-ish. Too much shit all over my hand. All right. Oh, I hope they do a Carolyn Monroe in that same look. Chua. Thumb palette. Thumb palette. Going back on the edge, I know I missed some blue. Or went too far with the blue. I feel like if I do the green, it's going to mess it up, but gotta do it. Dude, if they do everybody, it's so good. I need to go back and watch Mysterious Island. It's been forever since I've seen that. Probably since I was a kid, actually. Yeah, it's probably been 40 years since I've seen that movie. And I don't know why I didn't get into it that much. I think maybe because they weren't actually like monsters. Like they were more just normal things, just bigger. I don't know. See if I can get. All right. I think that works. I'm going to do the green against my better judgment. Autograph display for the film. Cool. Send in pics. And we may be doing the Wolfman episode here very shortly. If my shipment comes early enough this week, it'll either be the second, maybe we'll just do the second episode this month. Anyone see? That's my green. Okay. Start on the back. Wait, my brush. Dude, I know. Thanks, Trevor. I don't know. This is the most ridiculous thing I've ever done. And I'm going to just try and lay some green in there as like a hint of the green. So your eye just kind of goes, yeah, there's green there. Yeah. And let's go back with the yellow. Most important one's right here, because that's what most people are going to see. The rest of that, no one's going to see. Let me throw just a little green. Yeah, yep, I thought about it. I even said it, thought about it. That your brain will just go, yeah, that's a rainbow. All right, I think do that. And then miss the blue. Throw a little blue down this edge. I should have just been wet blending it the whole time. I think that would have been the best course of action. Or just lined up 3 colors next to each other and did a streak and see if that worked. All right. yellow. Gonna bring that back. Some spots like right here. And when you have mess ups, you could just account, you could say, oh, that's just the fold in the strap that makes it not visible. That'll be my excuse. There. I think that works, everybody. I think I'm good with that. Fix this one spot on the back. Is this right here is the spot everyone's gonna see. All right. So let me get, where's blue? I need blue back. Okay. Someone text Johansson and tell him I'm streaming. He's trying to call me. Yes, I'm streaming. Why? That you're not involved. All right, goodbye. There's a situation, and I have nothing to do with it, and I'm happy. All right, going back to burgundy, just gonna look for any mistakes. Yeah, not painting the bottom really. I don't think it matters. All right, where's that red? Red. I'm just going to use that red to kind of do some highlights as it's sitting there. So, hey, Raccoon Eyes. Kind of just do some highlights there. Get this top edge where the light would be hitting. And again, I am not going for the best paint job in the world at all. Kind of like an impression style here. Impressionism style. Anything. Go. And I'll probably do a little more once I get it in place. Okay. Let's do. Yeah, it's just going to be in the background. That's kind of where I'm like, that's not, it's just supposed to be there. So, you know, oh yeah, there's the bag. And I don't care. It's going to look like it's made out of Play-Doh and I don't care. Zipper, base coating black. So I'll get silver later. Okay. Actually, I think the straps look good for what they are. It's not there. So I'm going to take this picture down because it's eating up too much real estate. Okay. For the little baggie that I'm going to make it look like it was ripped out and he ate half of it. Just going to use some caramel brown. Much caramel brown. Okay. This. Does it look like there's a bag still in here? That on there. This. How do I want to do this? Let's do this. Where is somebody's on there? So this, where did I, oh, there it is. Okay, this I'm going to stick on here and paint it. This I'm going to put next to the bag on the ground. Okay. So now let's hit that with the hair dryer. Okay. Wash. We're gonna do some Agrex Earth Shade on that stuff. And darken that. Go. Just like that for now. And then this, same thing. I'm gonna put this all over that in there. And that's going to be filled with baking powder anyway, so I'm not too concerned. Let that dry. Now, gluing this in place. Hot glue or something else. Let's move this for a second. Let's move this here. I'm actually going to take the bear off for a minute. There's a spot I got to get rid of. Okay. So this is going to go there, which is pretty good to me. I'm going to hot glue it. I got to go plug in the hot glue gun. And then I'll just put a drop on it over here. Okay, but that looks okay, right? You think? Let's turn the other. For what it is, that looks okay, I think. This baggie, though, I can't put in. The base, oh, I did get, let's work on this. I did get this. I took some, I was cleaning out my fireplace, and I grabbed some charcoal bits to kind of break up and throw into the fire pit area thing here. So I'm going to, How do I want to do this? Hairspray again? No. They're a bit too big of bits. What if I just sprinkle it in there? And then hit it with the hairspray. I wonder, think it'll work? If I spray hairspray over that, it works though as a, I think it looks cool that way. Let me clean my hands again. I think that works. Let me, I don't think that's going to work. No. The bigger pieces specifically. And let's put a gloss on there. Let's see if I can dry it. And I think I need a little more on his paw, the one paw, so I'm going to do that. It is dry and flat. But that stuff, maybe just leave it in there and be careful with it. I don't know. Okay. I do need a little more on his paw, though. I was just thinking. So let me hit this again with the hairspray. And I'm going to I added a little more on that paw. So it looks like he was clawing through it. And then let me set that off to the side. Let me go get the glue gun. It should be warm enough now. Why am I tangled? Yep. Okay. I should get one of those cordless ones, but I don't think they're as good. So I'm just going to put a bunch of hot glue down here on the bottom. And pray for the best. There we go. Okay, that is done. Actually, let me use that on this too. Put a drop on the little baggie, the craft paper bag thing. I'm going to put that next to it right there. Still a glue string floating. All right, let's get this out of the way. Guys, the light at the end of the tunnel. We're there. Okay. Table's feeling crowded. All right. Still needs dry a little. Why is that looking? I'm gonna go hit it with I'm gonna spray this real quick with some dull coat, kind of get it sealed. I'll be right back. Kind of seal this. I'm just gonna leave these little charcoal bits floating around in there. Make sure I don't grab the primer instead of the varnish. I wish the cans looked a little different. They don't. Miss some varnish. I think we're good. Remove that. Okay, I think we're good. Think we're good. There's this glue string I was looking for. Perfect. Let me back this out a little bit. That looks pretty good. Pretty good. Now, Bear's looking pretty good. And the camera I think sucks. As far or the lighting, I don't know what it is exactly, but especially the side camera. I don't know what's going on. But it looks, that's what I wanted. I think Cocaine Bear is done, everybody. Minus one last little detail. Let's get this stuff on here. Now, spraying this, I'm worried. All right, hairspray. This has to be a little more targeted. I'm holding my breath. Kind of like that is how I want it. How much does the hairspray dissolve it, though? A little bit. I think I just got to keep building it up. Oh, I didn't paint the zipper. Yep, strings. That looks good. Dude. That looks pretty good. I like that. Let me just throw some silver on that. Do I have just a close, quick? What do I got? Wait, listen. Once. That. That. Steel. Let's just use this. Nice. No, I do somewhere. I don't think I've ever used this either. Nope. It's one of those new amp colors. I'm surprised they didn't have a steel color already before the amp set came out. Thanks, Steve. I think it looks pretty good too. I think that turned out a lot better than I thought it was going to look. It needs a little more like there. So let me quick just paint the zipper. And I don't need, like, it just needs a little. That's good. That's good. That's good. It needs a little. Like here, but I don't want to get it on the rock. So I need some there. There we go. Perfect. Well, not perfect, but let me give it a blow. Good. Guys. Now, my only question is, does the bear need more? Like, should there, or is that just enough? And there's no good way to get a good shot of this. Like, you know what I mean? Does the bear need more on him? I don't think so. Like, I think that's enough to make it look like, I want to get this off him though. Need a stiff brush. There's some on his leg that I don't want. I'm just gonna get some water and the stiff terrain brush. Anywhere else? There. Yeah, I think it's good too. I think if I throw too much on there, it's going to do that. I do want to hit his eyes with some gloss though. So let me just break out some Tamiya clear. And his mouth maybe gloss up a little more. I want this brush or this brush? Let's do this. Aquanet. Remember on Seinfeld? Remember on Springer when that girl's name was Aquanetta? Does everyone remember that? Miss Springer. Yeah, it's kind of. I'm just gonna leave this here. I don't think I'm gonna do any slime drips. It's gonna kind of get this glossed up. His teeth, maybe a little where the blood is on the fur. His nose a little. Gloss that a little. I use Tamiya Clear. It's my favorite gloss. couple coats and I think it's like the perfect level. I don't like, sometimes too glossy looks a little weird. It doesn't really yellow over time. And yeah, that makes his eyes pop a little more. Come on, focus. Makes his eyes focus, pop a little more with that glint. Mouth is there. I think we're done, guys. I think it's done. I'll just glue him in place later. I'm going to let it sit for, I'm going to spray it when all that dries. But I think, let me get something to stick this on top. Get a better look at it. I think we're done. Let me put the other camera on. Watch this tip over completely. Why is that? There. I think that's good. Why is this focused in the wrong place? Yeah, I'll take some good pictures, have them on the show. I'm going to bring this to Wonderfest. Not sure if it'll be in the contest or just on our table. But Cocaine Bear is done. I think I'm done. I'm going to call it a day. I'm going to spray it, let it dry for a little while, and then I'll spray it. But I think I'm done. I don't like my camera angles, everybody. Does this work a little better? Works a little better. It's just so busy around my bench. I think that's part of the problem too. So there we go. And the lighting, it needs a light from over there. Yeah, it's complete. First thing I've painted in a while, other than the Blade Runner piece. And it's a great idea. So thank you, Jeff. Thank you, everybody who donated and helped out on this project and people who joined in on chat. It's been really, really fun. I'm excited. That turned out pretty cool. I love the bag. I think the bag works perfect. Although maybe a little more trail of it, but I think letting it sit. Oh man, that does suck, Trevor. Yeah, it needs a dull coat, and I think we're good on the base. I'm going to take him off, and I can't decide if I want to glue him permanently to the base or leave him separate for painting. I did see a spot on his back. See that? I got to fix that. Whoa, 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 whoa. Get some black. Wait, I thought I had some black. Yeah, there was one little. How many of you sold? What are you selling? You're just getting like, just deciding it's time to get rid of. I'm like, I don't think I'm gonna have a lot to sell at Wonderfest print wise. So I was thinking of thinning more of my herd, but I don't know. I have a couple kits that are worth a pretty penny, and every time I do that, I regret selling them. Like I have a damaged Zeram that I really have wanted to paint for a very long time. I have an M1 Skull Soldier that I've always wanted to paint, but I know I could get some money for those. But oof. Thinning the collection by selling 50 is pretty nice. Dude, guys, that turned out okay. Cave Bear's done. Cave Bear is done. Cave Bear's done. Let's fix this face cam. I don't know why that's so messed up. Is it face tracking? Is it doing it? Yeah, it is. No. I don't want it face tracking. Yeah, it's doing that. Stop the face track. Okay. Nope, still doing it. Help me mess with the camera. Stop face tracking. Oh my God. Where's my camera at? What are you selling? Is it mostly plastic or resin? What are you selling? Is it still doing it? Still doing it. Why is this doing this? Stop tracking. Still tracking. All right. I'm going to leave it there tracking. I'll have to turn it on and off. I don't know what's going on. Why is... Well, you guys can help me. Oh, is it on the wrong camera? Is that why? Yeah, there we go. I have tracking turned off. I don't know why. That's better. Okay. You sold some finished stuff? Nice. Uh-oh, Vlad. I'm sure Vlad's super happy with that. Yeah, I know. I'm torn because I have so many nice old kits, but there's so many new stuff that I have. And the new stuff is so much better quality-wise than the old. It's like, do I want to spend time sanding or just like putting things together and painting? And that's on top of miniatures that I have to do as well. I don't know. I'm really torn on my old stuff. I don't know. Yeah, that stuff's cool. Like all my plastic kits that I have are just, I put them in the box and I have them upstairs just displayed as a kit in a box. Will I ever paint them? I don't know. But I love the box art. And I love just having this wall of like plastic kits. But who knows? We'll see. But Cocaine Bear's done. It smells like hairspray in here so bad. Let's see. Oh, wait. Let me turn this around. There. Look at that. Cocaine Bear is done. There is some weird gloss going on right there. I got to figure that out. Let that dry a little. So, all right, everybody. Have a great rest of your Saturday. We will be back here shortly. There is a Great Race 2 coming. For those of you who weren't listening at the beginning, there is a Great Race 2. Scott has purchased model kits. He could not handle the loss. So he went out and bought a kit that we're going to have to do. And oh boy, it's a silly one, but it's going to be fun. So Great Race 2 coming. And we'll see. Oh, wait. There's still some. I'm going to be cleaning off, I think, baking soda for a long time off of certain spots. Right. That's Trevor. I was thinking the same thing. I was thinking most people won't. Oh, I'm hoping it takes longer than 4 hours. That's the endurance part of it. Actually, it won't. The kitty bot is a lot easier. I kind of want to do one that's going to take like 24 hours, where we have to sit here for 24 hours and paint without a break or build. Actually, you know what would be fun is that gunhead kit. Maybe I'll build that live on there. I was thinking, we were kind of kicking around ideas of what kit to do for the second one, and we were thinking that plastic Godzilla kit that we both bought. But I don't want to rush through that. I want to savor that, and I think I'm going to build that on the stream. So we got something silly for the next one. And I want everyone to know, Trevor, that was the goal. And Mike Zizek picked up on it right away. The goal was to get Scott to build something. It was not for me to win, for him to win. I had to trick him into building something, which was the goal all along, was to get Scott to build a model kit. And I think he actually enjoyed it. And it was his idea to do round 2. So where did I put the cardboard crimson? Should be here somewhere before I spill it. All right, everybody. Yeah, I agree. I agree. And he's such a weirdo sometimes over stuff. Oh, there it is. And this one, I can give you a clue as to what it is. Scott, if you're a fan of the show and have been watching a while, there was an episode where we dressed up, and Scott bought the model kit of that. So that's a little clue. And yeah, now I have to put everything away. Except now my goal between now, I have to finish my my Skaven team. I'm almost there. I kind of got everything. Here, look, I'll show you. This is what I'm wait. I'm working on my, come on. I'm working on my Skaven. They're almost done. The name of my Skaven team is the Back Alley Nibblers. I love him. There's my, he's just my regular old line rat. Here's my blitzers. Yeah, it still needs, I haven't done any of the metal work on them yet at all. And I just got to go back and do a little more highlighting on the green. And the orange needs another wash. Here's my gutter runners. Which are kind of plain, but they're okay. This is a printed Rat Ogre. This is the Rat Ogre that Games Workshop sells. Ready? Ready for this? And they are Forge World, so they're resin. And they cost, I think cost like $60 with shipping. And it's okay, but it's not, I don't like it at all. Like as far as that goes. Here's the one I printed. It's a million times better. A million times better. Again, yeah, I just have the skin and the pants worked on so far on that one. But yeah, that's what I'm doing. So I can beat my brother in Blood Bowl. That's and my friend Jim. Dude, they're starting to find out, I think. They're going to be in a world of hurt here pretty soon. Because now, the other thing that just hit Games Workshop, and in the last 2 releases, they've been showing their usual promo the piece, where they show 5 different pictures, like back, front, side, all that stuff. People are taking them now, running them through AI and beating them out, and having them ready to go to buy. So they really can't show pictures of their stuff anymore. It's an interesting world where we're headed with AI and 3D sculpting and printing. They're going to find out really fast that it's not good right now. I think the Chaos release they just did, the Corsairs, I guess someone took the picture they put out and just made the print like it was like the next day. And it was almost exactly the same. Same thing that Tony was dealing with. So it's a strange world. But all right, everybody. That's Cocaine Bear. It's done. It's done. The next up live paint stream, though, is finally Phantom of the Opera, Mask of the Red Death. So that's what's coming next. These things weigh more than that entire game. Excited. So there's that. Here's the masks. So that's next. It's the white metal masks. It's so creepy. So that's where we're at. Thank you, everybody. You're the best people in the world. I'll talk to you soon.